Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. Guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how we can set up or build infrastructure on Microsoft Azure Cloud, right? So, guys, as usual, what I've done, I've created a repository for you guys, and what you need to do, you need to set up some of the stuff regarding the Azure CLI, but this CLI will definitely helps you to run the scripts, and definitely for logon purpose we need that because we need to do authenticate, and for Terraform to work we need to authenticate, right? So I've already logged into my sandbox Azure. So as usual, guys, I use the Docker container. So this is the Chasm desktop. In my past videos I've covered how you can use this guy, and this definitely helps you to, install the easy packages, and definitely you uh, don't want to pollute your, local machine, and everything is going to be clean in Linux environment, right? So guys, what I've done, I've already taken a shell into this container, right? So let me open this guy again, right? So pwd. Right, so this is mounted, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to clone this repository. But before cloning, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this particular command to log in, right, into my Azure Cloud, right? So simply what you need to do, copy this guy, right? And I'm going to paste it here. So I'm already logged in via the browser, right? So it is going to ask for the code, and what you need to do is to simply copy this part of the code and paste it here. So this will enable us regarding the CLI to work in our container, right? So what we are going to do then, we are going to clone that particular repository, and then we are going to set up the backend. Just like in AWS S3, we set up the backend, we are going to do the same stuff in Azure. We are going to set up the backend. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to authenticate, right? And I'm going to continue. It is going to ask for the Microsoft Azure CLI, right? And we are going to close this guy, right? And you will see shortly that we will be logged in, right? Now what we are going to do, right? We are going to clone this guy. And once we clone, I'm going to open the stuff in VS Code, right? So I've added all the useful commands for you guys. So you need to simply use the HTTPS. I'm going to do the same, although I have SSH access to this particular repository. And but now this time I'm going to use the HTTPS to make sure that you, do the same stuff, right? So we are going to clone this guy, and if I do ls here, and this is mounted outside um, here in this sandbox directory, and you will see this Azure is available. I'm going to open some of the, like the code in VS Studio just for easy understanding. But let me show you the stuff what we are going to do. I'm going to click this Terraform directory, and here I've also added one more README MD. So guys, later on I'm going to show you the how we can spin up the VMs in that particular VNet, which we are going to cover in this video, and then later on AKS, along with some of the stuff which I'm going to show you in the AKS later on, right? Regarding the security, we're going to set up the vault, we're going to set up the ingress, but that is going to be later, right? Because what I'm going to do, if you see this particular script, backend storage script, and uh, I need to provide my resource group name, the region, right? And this is the account name. You can give this any name, and the storage backend is going to be the Terraform backend, right? And the cluster name, this is not actually required, but I've added here because later on, I mean, we are going to use these particular environment variables in our code, right? So let me just scroll up, and what we are going to do, we are going to simply copy this guy, right? And in the VS Code, I'm going to create one script, and that is going to be available in my mnt directory. You see, currently we don't have script. So I'm going to set up, let's say, call this backend.shell, right? I'm going to create a one file here, backend.sh, right? And let's simply paste it here, but definitely I need to update the resource group. Similar stuff you need to do at your end as well. Simply click the resource group. You will see the region here. It is East US, right? And I'm going to click this guy. I need to copy this area. So let me copy this section. So I'm going to copy this guy, and I'm going to change the West US to East US, right? So rest of the stuff is fine. So if I do ls here again, you will see the backend. I'm going to do DOS to Unix. Unix is a package, right? And I'm going to just make sure this file format should be in Unix. And I'm going to simply run this backend.shell. So guys, what it does, it is going to set up the backend for us. Let it run, and I'm going to show you what it is going to do. We need a backend for us in this area, and let me hover to home and type storage accounts, right? Need to wait for a while, so it is actually running, right? Let it finish. You see, this is TF backend, what I've already shown you. So I'm going to click this guy, right? And storage browser you can use, and it is going to set up the backend for us, right? And we also enable the versioning as well. In that, if you navigate to the blob containers, right? You see, this is the Terraform backend. So our state files are going to be living in this backend, and versioning is enabled. So, this is how we can set up, the stuff in production environment, right? So click containers, Terraform backend, right? So now, guys, what we are going to do, currently you are not showing any stuff here. Now what we're going to do, we are going to open one more tab, and what we are going to do, we are going to do ls here and Azure Terraform, and here you will see um, three directories. Currently this video is regarding the VNet, right? And what we are going to do, we are going to do ls here. You need to update some of the stuff. Let's do that. So if I click this guy, and if I navigate to the Terraform VNet section, okay, so if the resource group name, definitely I need to update the resource group name, right? So my resource group name is this one. So this is the sandbox environment. So um, simply I'm going to again copy this guy, right? I'm going to replace this with that. Rest of the stuff is exactly the same, guys. You see, if you want to change, definitely, you can change, but in the sandbox environment, you can keep this stuff as it is, right? So let me go to the top. In fact, this stuff I'm going to show you from here. We are going to set up like multiple subnets here, right? So if you open the main TF, and also you need to make sure the variables TF you need to update. For instance, the region is this one. Like it should be East US, right? And the playground is gonna be which we have already copied, which is actually resource group name. And this is the two, variables you need to update. Now I'm going to guide you regarding the stuff which we are going to create. Because this is the managed module VNet. It is available on Terraform registry, right? And these are the variables which we have already updated. So the VNet name is going to be my VNet. You can definitely change it, and the CIDR address is going to be 10.10 and 0.0/16. We are going to create three public subnets, one database subnets, and three private subnets. And these private and database subnet, we are going to associate those with the NAT gateway, right? So one database subnet, we are going to, add a service endpoint, which is going to be Microsoft.SQL. So this is the stuff which we are going to create, and we are going to create one NAT gateway to make sure we don't have too much cost. The advantage of creating the NAT gateway is that in the private subnet, we are not going to associate any public IPs with our virtual machines, right? So the outbound traffic is going to be using the NAT gateway for internet connectivity. So what you need to do guys, you need to do Terraform init, oops, Terraform init, and it should be not and it should be just like this one. Terraform apply dash auto dash approve. So guys, if you have watched my previous videos, this is very much similar to the similar sort of stuff which we have created in past regarding the VPC in AWS. So it is pretty much very much closer to that virtual private network, or you can say virtual network in Azure. So what it does, guys, it is going to download this remote Terraform module, right, locally. And what it does, it is going to, uh, I mean, um, set up the state file and the backend which we have already provided, right? So just wait for a while, and once everything is actually done, I'm going to show you that part. So guys, if you see, we are actually outputting all the stuff in our console. And if I navigate to this section in the VNet, right, if you see the output .tf, so we are outputting all this stuff, VNet name and rest of the public private subnets and database subnets, right? And if I navigate to this section, VNet, I shown you backend, main TF, output TF, provide variables TF. The only stuff I need to show you is the provider TF, right? So you see, for this, our provider is Azure RM, right? And so it's going to be HashiCorp, and we are going to use this version 3.0, right? So guys, this VNet is set up, and if I navigate to this section home and click more services, you should be able to see the VNet, right? So this is our VNet spin up through Terraform, right? And you will see, click this guy and see the subnets. You will see all the subnets, and you see public private subnets. But if you click on the private subnet, you will see uh, it is actually associated with the NAT gateway, right? So NAT gateway is my NAT gateway, and I'm going to open one more tab and I'm going to type uh, NAT, right? So let it open. So guys, in the next videos, we are going to provision some VMs in both public and private subnets, and you will see, I'm going to show you the IP addresses. Uh, I mean, those machines are going to use, one is going to use the NAT gateway and one is going to use its own public IP, right? So if you type NAT gateway, this is our NAT gateway. It is provision in East US 1, and um, this is, you see, it has the public IP address. So guys, if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Later on, we are going to provision more stuff on Azure. Thank you. Have a nice day.